Searching for the Rainbow. For an adventure in nature, Pari's father took her to watch the magic of how sunshine makes a rainbow. That day, he checked the weather forecast, and he found that the chance of rain is high. Since her father is working from home, and he accomplished all of his scheduled tasks, he suggested that Pari get her rain boots on so they could go to the top of the hill to watch the rainbow. Both wore appropriate clothes to keep themselves dry. Her father also picked up a large umbrella, and now they were ready to leave. Her father drove his car to the top of the hill, to a perfect spot with trees and a nice view of the lake. On the way, Pari asked her father, "What is the magic of sunshine, and how does it make the colorful bridge?" Her father said, "The sun is the biggest star in the Milky Way galaxy, and the hottest one. It has so much energy and makes our planet warm. If the sun is a ball in the center, all the other planets turn around it and stand in a circle with a specific distance to the sun. You know some of their names, right?" Pari answered, "Yes, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars." Her father smiled and said, "That's right, darling, and the bigger ones are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune." Pari asked, "So is this what Sadaf is studying?" Her father replied, "Yes, she studies the galaxy and things that happen in the sky. So, if you want to learn about stars and their impact on Earth, she is the best person. We can also use your telescope when we go on our Easter holiday. To see a starry sky, it is better to go to a remote area away from the light of cities." When they arrived at the top of the hill, her father parked the car in a safe place, picked up his backpack and umbrella, and they walked to a proper location. Suddenly, Pari could see clouds coming from the distance. She said, "Look, Dad, those clouds are so giant and terrifying." Her father turned his head and saw the strange shape of the clouds. From a distance, he could see a tornado shape on the right side of the lake. Where they were standing, it was not raining yet, and she could not see any rainbow. Her father looked through some binoculars to see if he was right about the tornado. He could see a big storm approaching, and it was too late to drive back to their home. There were some natural shelters and caves where they could stay until the storm passed. He held Pari's hand, and they left as soon as possible. Pari was a bit scared every time she heard the sound of thunder. But her father said, "Don't worry, my love. The clouds are just having a big party." While they were walking, Pari asked, "If the sun is yellow, why is the rainbow colorful?" Her father kindly answered, "When clouds gather to have their rain party, the sun moves back and hides behind them. As soon as water drops down from their clouds, sunlight touches them. By passing through the drops, the light is reflected and forms different colors. Do you know the rainbow colors?" Pari answered joyfully, "Yes, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, dark blue, and violet." "Wait, what was the right name for dark blue?" "Indigo." Pari then asked, "So if the sun is not looking out from behind the rain, the colors won't get shaped?" Her father added, "Correct. When clouds are multiple and dense, there is no rainbow, but if clouds get separated from each other, then some lights coming from the sun can escape and offer colorful clothes to the raindrops." Soon they arrived at a large and dark cave. Pari was scared because there was such strong wind, and the thunderstorms were loud. Her father turned his flashlight on. He had a small backpack with all the emergency requirements for adventure in nature. He checked the cave to make sure there wasn't any danger, so they could wait there for a short time. Right after they arrived, the rain started, and they had a view of the lake. Pari was disappointed to not see the rainbow, and she asked her father, "What is that big storm?" Her father answered, "This is a tornado. It is a type of storm that occurs when the wind is very strong. It becomes a powerful rotating column of air which reaches from a cloud down and touches the ground or the water. It can be mild and in the desert or remote areas, but most of them are strong and disastrous, especially if they hit houses and cities. Tornadoes that happen over water are often known as waterspouts. The safest place to be during a tornado is underground, like in basements. It is important to stay away from windows, as the glass will likely shatter. Funnel clouds are similar to tornadoes, and that's what you showed me when we arrived." As the rain got stronger, they could not see outside clearly anymore, so they sat down in the dark to wait. But Pari thought that something behind the stones on the other side of the cave is moving. "Dad, something is there behind that rock. I can feel it." Her father turned his head and asked her to hold the flashlight and to stay away. When he got closer, he could see a small deer hiding behind those big stones. Pari's father got closer and checked the animal to make sure he is well. The deer was calm but shivering and had an injured leg. He took the thermal blanket out of his bag and wrapped the animal. Then he carried the animal and put it beside Pari. Pari asked sadly, "Is he dying, Dad?" He answered, "I don't think so. He probably got lost and scared from the storm and injured himself. But if we leave him alone here, he will die. After we get home, I will take him to the closest wildlife rescue center." Pari asked, "Is it an animal hospital like Turtle's Hospital?" Her father nodded and hugged her tight. The storm gradually passed and the rain lightened. Her father picked up the deer and they started to walk to their car. Suddenly, Pari could see two big rainbows shaped over the lake. She shouted happily and excitedly. She could clearly see all the colors of both rainbows. Her father said, "Here we go. This was 2 natural magic shows in one day, from the tornado to the rainbows." They stayed for a while and watched that beautiful view and then drove back to their house. When they arrived, her mother was nervously waiting for them. "Oh, you are back. I was worried. The radio station said there is a chance of a mild tornado near the lake. What is that in the blanket?" Pari's father told her what happened in the cave and that he must drive to the wildlife rescue immediately. Pari and her mother said goodbye to her dad and went back inside the house. Her mother prepared some hot milkshake with biscuits for them. She took her inside to hear everything about Pari's adventure in nature.